Hello everyone, Luis Ortiz alongside Kelsey McCarson for the Boxing Channel. What a great night of boxing tonight. 3 fights that were all, you could say, an interesting night, to say the least. We start with Demetrius Andrade against Vanes Martirosyan, a fight that many people thought was going to be the most competitive one tonight. How did you see that go? I mean, Andrade falls to the ground very early in the fight, and then he comes back and wins the fight.
I can't really tell you how impressed I was with Demetrius Andrade. He came into the fight knocked down by a big puncher early. I thought that was it, really. Frankly, for the next few rounds, it seemed like he was just trying to stay alive. Right. He was using a jab, staying away. He was also using his fast hands. And as the fight progressed, it's almost like you could sense that his opponent was getting tired. He just seemed kind of sluggish. And at first I thought, no, he'll get his vigor back in the latter half of the fight. He didn't. And of course we saw Andrade come away with the win.
Andrade was actually able to keep his composure and stay focused and fought the fight his style, even though there was a couple glimpses where it seemed like he wanted to be a slugger, and we all know that that's not really his style.
Right. Yeah, and Martirosyan is a slugger. He's a hard puncher. He's aggressive. And he fought smart, I thought. I thought he had a good game plan. It just didn't seem like his fitness was there to get him over the hump. And frankly, I think that Andrade was better than he expected. He was certainly better than I expected, and he's the real deal. So I'm excited to see how his career progresses.
Well, we move on to Nonito Donaire versus, in the rematch versus Vic Darchinyan. What a fight there. I mean, something that a lot of people were saying, hey, this guy, he's going to, Nonito's going to take care of him in maybe less than 8 rounds, maybe 6 rounds. Vic Darchinyan came in motivated.
Yeah, this was not the Vic Darchinyan that Nonito Donaire knocked out 6 years ago. This Darchinyan was tough, yes, aggressive, yes, but he had a game plan. He was working in behind his jab, landing that incredible overhand left that was stunning Donaire, and I think Donaire was surprised about that as well. I thought before the fight that Donaire, this was the kind of fight that they wanted to get Donaire in, so he looked spectacular. He ended up with a spectacular knockout, but did he look spectacular? I don't know.
No, so what do you think that kind of leads to as far as Donaire? If, now he wins this fight, where does he go, and what kind of changes does there have to be?
Well, I thought that what he said was telling. We could hear what he said to Max Kellerman after the fight, something to the effect of, when he got hit hard by Darchinyan, do I really want to do this? Do I want to fight? His answer was yes, and of course he came away with the victory, but I think that he knows that now. He wants to be a fighter. Personally, I'd love to see a rematch with Guillermo Rigondeaux. I think that was a good fight. Some people did not quite agree, but I enjoyed watching 2 skillful, artful masters at their craft, and I'd like to see it again.
Well, lastly, we move on to the main event, Mikey Garcia versus Rocky Martinez. And again, not the way that most people expected it. The guy that is the favorite goes down early in the fight.
Yeah, when he hit the deck, it appeared, I mean, I'm a little, we're ringside, but we can't see as well as people can see on TV. But it appeared like he was stunned, almost like he thought maybe he slipped or something. Like he sat there, he looked around, and for a second, I didn't think he was going to get up. He did get up. He was absurdly impressive after. He's got fast hands, he's skillful, but the power that he hits with, even his jab, knocks people's heads back. That's insane to me. Add to that for some reason, his hands, to me, just look large. They just look big for a guy his size. He uses them as battering rams, and he battered Rocky Martinez into submission.
Well, as far as for Mikey Garcia, there's a lot of names being thrown out there. Gamboa, big name fight. Where does he go from here?
I really like the idea of that Gamboa fight. Gamboa is a guy that people used to be excited about. I feel like that's waned a little bit as his career has sort of sold. This fight would be good for Gamboa. It would be good for Garcia. And frankly, I think Garcia would outclass Gamboa. Gamboa is a hard puncher, but he doesn't seem to have the dedication inside the ring and maybe outside the ring that Mikey Garcia does. And so I think it'd be a great fight for Garcia.
Before we leave, a few quick notes as far as the undercard fighters. Oscar Valdez, 2-time Olympian from Mexico. What a great night for him. He continues to, improve and knock guys out.
Yeah, he's one of the more impressive prospects that Top Rank has. I thought that he showed composure in this fight. He didn't just come out and just, wing that devastating left hook that he has. He boxed up on his toes. He showed lateral movement. He actually showed more lateral movement than I think he really needed in the fight, but it seems like he's working on his craft. I appreciate that. He still got the knockout and looked good.
Well, when I spoke to him after the fight, what he told me was that the main goal was to come out of this fight with experience, and he said he gained it. Obviously, he said that what he learned the most from this fight was that he's not going to be able to knock down every guy. Lastly, Alex Saucedo, another prospect from Top Rank. What did you see in him tonight?
Alex Saucedo is probably my favorite prospect that Top Rank has. He is really powerful. He's fast. He seems tall for his welterweight, for the welterweight division. He seems bigger than the guys he's fighting. He goes out and he knocks people out. He has power in both hands, and he always delivers. I have not seen a fight of his, and I've seen several on these local undercards that he's been in. He always delivers.
That's right, and when we spoke to him after the fight, the one thing that he did say is he's happy for the victory, and most importantly is that he came out healthy out of this fight. So you guys can expect him, as he told us, to hopefully fight again December 7th. Well, there you have it, folks. It's Kelsey McCarthy, and I'm Luis Ortiz, and this is the Boxing Channel.